up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. On this weekend, this Savior's Day weekend, I want to make sure that I uh, give nothing but love and appreciation and gratitude to Master Farad Muhammad, who is the founder of the Nation of Islam, the teacher of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who is the leader of the Nation of Islam and the teacher of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't think that these three men get enough credit. And in this month that we have now um, known to be Black History Month, uh, you hear a lot of the same stories, a lot of the same names circulating around, and that's not to discredit or disparage any of our great brothers and sisters who came before us and made wonderful contributions throughout history that have all led to and culminated in us making whatever progress that we've made, knowing that we got much, much more to go, knowing that there's a lot of work to do. We always want to give credit to those who did their part and did as much as they could do to advance us just a little bit further. But I'm making this video because I want to pay tribute and pay homage and give thanks and gratitude to the man who is still left here on the scene with us. Um, there are a lot of people that we can go throughout history and look at as being wonderful Black leaders for us, wonderful, impactful men and women, and we still hear those names today. But over the years, over recent years, a lot of our greats, we've lost them. They moved on, they passed on. Um, some, unfortunately, have kind of shifted into other directions, and we won't go deep into that. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is still here with us for now. For now, and he's still doing the hard work of trying to save and resurrect Black people and pull us out of this condition that we're in. So I just want to say thank you to him, because he is a man that is responsible for contributing to um, whatever positive transformations that I've had in my life. He's one of the individuals who's at the foremost of being responsible for that. Just listening to him and knowing what he stands on, and looking at his example of wisdom, his example of courage, his example of boldness and speaking truth to power, and his example of never selling out. Never selling out, despite what the naysayers may say, despite all of the criticisms that he's taken for being things that he's not, being accused of labels that are not in line with who he really is. And all of this stuff is media driven. All of this stuff is driven by those who are his opposition, or who they those who think that they're on a level to oppose him. And he continues to do the work. He continues to show us that even in the face of the arrow, when the arrows are being shot at you, you know, to still stand in there and to stand on the truth. So this being Savior's Day weekend, which celebrates the birth anniversary of Master Farad Muhammad, which is done every year in the Nation of Islam, there's not enough attention and credit given to the three men I mentioned, and to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for still being here at 90 years old. 90 years old and still putting in more work than a lot of us who are half his age and much younger, because he's living out his purpose and he's doing what God put him on this planet to do, and being a uncompromising lover of Black people, and being an uncompromising warner to all people. And despite what they say about him, The minister's message is for all people because despite what they say about him, he does not seek to talk down on any other members of the human family. He says what he says because what he's saying is the truth. And it's only, that truth is only to wake everybody up and make us better, not to try to be childishly name calling and making up false narratives and lying. He don't do that. So I want to personally thank him for everything he's done for me. Um, for those who may not be as familiar with Mr. Farrakhan, go do a little research. Even the evil things that are said about him, go do some research on that. Dig a little deep. Don't just take what's said um, by media and by his enemies as being the truth. Do a little digging, and you'll find out that those are lies as well. You know, if you got a sensible mind. And in this so-called Black History Month, let us focus on hidden history, hidden Black history. Not let ourselves or our children get caught up in the same reruns of the same recycled names and non-threatening aspects and individuals in our history, or the watered down versions of these individuals, because all of these individuals were not non-threatening to the establishment. It's just that once they're gone, now the story can be remixed because they're not here to defend and stand on what they really stand on. And in some cases, even their family members is gone because there's so much time that has passed. So with that being said, let us focus on the hidden history. Not lost in all cases, but hidden intentionally, because there are so many people in our history that had their names been known, had their stories been known, had their ways been known, it could have accelerated the process of freeing us, or possibly have freed us a long, long time ago. And these are the people that they don't want you to hear about. And that's why I made this video, because we still got one of those individuals with that kind of spirit, with the spirit of those unrelenting, uncompromising brothers and sisters, all rolled up into one, who's still here. Don't let them do the minister like they did Malcolm. Don't let them do the minister like they did Marcus Garvey, like they did Martin Luther King, like they did W.E.B. Du Bois, whoever you name, anywhere down the line, Harriet Tubman. It doesn't matter. Don't let them take him and wait until he's gone to start trying to remix him, because they love you when you're gone. They love you when you're gone because now they ain't got to worry about you no more. But they always hated you when you was here. Make no mistake, they didn't love Malcolm like that when he was among us. It's only after he was gone that now Malcolm. And even to go so far as to pit Malcolm against the minister. So don't let them pull that same trick on you with Minister Farrakhan, because anything that they said about him that is negative can be disproven if you do a little research. So I'm here to defend um, my brother and my big brother, my big uncle, my big father, my big grandfather, who is the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. Not flesh and blood, but in that spirit and in the ways of a mentor and a leader and a teacher, and someone who's guided us and continues to guide us through this stormy weather that we're in and that we're going deeper into, but we just don't know. So shout out to Mr. Farrakhan. Shout out to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Shout out to Master Farad Muhammad on this Savior's Day weekend. And y'all want to hear the minister speak tomorrow, just go to noi.org at 2 p.m. Central Time, and y'all get a chance to hear the man for himself. Can't tell you what he'll be talking about, but you'll see it. All right, I'll catch y'all later on, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Peace.